National Guard members from Wisconsin and other states have been on the streets of Kenosha, augmenting local police and sheriff's deputies. Welcome back to Upfront in Kenosha. There are questions now about the state's response. Republicans are saying the governor didn't act soon enough. So I'm talking with Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes about the Evers administration response and the governor's call for a special session this week on police reform legislation. So, Lieutenant Governor, Republicans have agreed to a special session. What do you think will happen with that?
Well, the Senate Republicans agreed to gavel in, and, it's hard to predict what will happen with that. I mean, besides the intense call for action from, everyday people across the state and across this country to the Milwaukee Bucks, it shouldn't have even gotten to that point. The governor introduced a package of bills 2 months ago. We could have done this before the Jacob Blake incident. But this is what happens when people choose to drag their feet in the face of such crises all across the country. We didn't have to be at this point. We could have made a stand and said, not in Wisconsin. Iowa was proactive. Iowa has a Republican legislature and a Republican governor, and they unanimously passed a police reform package. And there's no reason why we couldn't have done this here.
Well, the day after police shot Jacob Blake, you said during a press conference, let me be clear, this was not an accident or bad police work. This felt like some sort of vendetta. What did you mean by that?
Yeah, I did say this wasn't, you don't accidentally shoot anybody in the back 7 times. That is just, those are the facts. It's not possible to shoot someone in the back 7 times. And that is beyond bad police work. The bad police work, if they didn't want him to get to his vehicle, they would have stopped him before. They would have tried to tackle him, subdue him in any other way. When I said it seems to be some sort of vendetta, is because you don't accidentally shoot a person in the back 7 times. You go into that interaction wanting to cause harm, from what we see in the video.
And the Wisconsin Sheriff's Association came out and said that they don't want you and Governor Evers to make statements about the Kenosha police until the investigation is over. Now, looking back, do you wish you'd have chosen different words, or do you stand by that?
No, I don't. Why wouldn't they have been quick to implement some sort of reform? I mean, just because they don't want us to talk about it, there are so many things that not just this administration, that people across the state, people across this country will want to see from them. So it's not like they should just be able to, just have everything their way, because that seems to be the case all the time. It's always the officer's word versus whoever else was involved. And then, like I said, it wasn't until these cell phone videos began to capture the footage that people got to actually see into these interactions from a first or second person perspective. And so, yeah, sure. I mean, they can take umbrage with us making statements. They can take umbrage with my statements. That's fine. But the fact of the matter is, where are they on calls to reform? Where are they on calls to reestablish trust within communities? That's what it's about. I wouldn't want to be a police chief or a sheriff in this sort of atmosphere, knowing that the public is losing trust with every interaction that's caught on a video camera. I wouldn't want to go forward the same way. If I were in that position, I would be thinking about all the ways that I can make my job easier, all the ways that we can make communities safer. And the way you make communities safer is not just by brushing off every criticism that comes your way. We are in public positions. I'm in elected office, and they are in an office that requires as much, if not more, public trust, because you're walking around charged with protecting people. So when the charge is that strong, when your duty, your responsibility, your role is that important, you should want to do it in the most effective way. And I get it. Police officers' jobs aren't easy. I will say that. I don't. It's not an easy thing for them to do. What we're trying to do is make it even easier, or we're trying to make it easier. We're trying to make things less tense between communities so that people can feel comfortable calling a police officer.
Republicans are saying that the Evers administration should have done more and stepped in sooner to help the city of Kenosha after the Jacob Blake shooting.
We're always hearing about what Republicans in the legislature are saying, but we're never hearing about what Republicans in the legislature are doing. As long as they're pointing fingers.
But could you have done more? I mean, just speaking specifically from the Evers administration, is there anything you think, looking back, we should have sent more people there, and maybe that could have avoided some of the destruction and even deaths?
That's a good question. I'll get to it. But they haven't met in over 4 months. That is the bread and butter here. They haven't met in over 4 months in the midst of all this chaos, in the midst of everything that's going on. So it's very easy to sit at home on the couch and point fingers at a TV screen or scream at a computer screen and get mad about what they think the administration is or is not doing. But I don't think that's a valid criticism. And sure, and hindsight is 2020. You know, nobody wants to see streets burning. Nobody wants to see buildings go up in flames. We're elected leaders. That's not what we want to see. I don't like it, but we have to think about what got us to this point in the first place. It didn't just happen overnight on a whim. It didn't happen because somebody just decided that they wanted to start a revolution one day and set the streets ablaze. That's not how we got to that point.
Coming up, Republicans' ideas to confront the crisis. Are they feeling pressure to get something done now?